What's up, party people? Today's my first day out with a new surf skate skateboard with the loose trucks. I think it's called a Flow skateboard. I bought it on Amazon for like $150. So I'm out on the basketball court. It's a beautiful day in Arizona, and this is my first time on the board. So I unboxed it. It was already what they call a complete deck. And so this is actually the latter portion of my session. And so I'm getting comfortable doing tighter turns like that. And I was working on not resting my arm on my leg that's bent. This carving is super fun. And look, trying to break with my foot. I got a new pair of shoes I'm going to show you in this video, but my breaking with my feet was definitely sketched out. And what I'm noticing for sure in this session is when I try to hop on the board like that, my first two pushes are usually unsteady. And so the front truck on this board is extra loose. You can see I kind of lost my balance there. So I think a takeaway from this session, skateboarding is all about progression and learning and, trying new things, which I think is totally cool. What I learned from this session is that you got to be very sure about your foot placement for your first two pushes to have a steady takeoff, so you're not wobbling when you first start. And yeah, so this is the board. Believe it or not, this is my first time sitting on a skateboard. What I'm doing is I want to show you guys about the footwear that I'm using that I'm super happy with. So I bought this on Amazon. It's like $40, $45, something like that. Esitvo. And this is a minimalist shoe. And it has some protection on the toe, which I think is good for skateboarding. It has a wide toe box, which the reason for that is it gives your feet the ability to splay. And I'm super happy with the shoe. I had to change my socks too, with socks that would actually go around your toes. These are the parts of my feet that are extra strained. There's the arch. The foot pad is super strained and my big toe. And so these parts of my feet are muscles that I haven't used very much. And this whole side of my body, when I skateboard, this is the side that's tense. My part of my hip right there, bottom hip, that part of the side of my leg, and my foot, obviously. So yeah, so the hip is being activated a ton, and also the knee, and it's very it's tiring. Hey, what can I say, man? I'm 43, but I keep fighting, and I'm in this game trying to rock it out and shred it up. In this particular instance, it's flow. Get with the flow. So I'm happy with this board. So that's a little demo about what's up with the board and what's up with the shoes. Kind of cool logo. You notice that the nose of the board is not like a popsicle board, and the tail is up a little bit of a fishtail, and the front truck is extra loose, and that gives you the capability of doing those really loose carbs. And the wheels are super wide. I think they're 78A softness, and then they're extra wide. So a thing I learned, this is my first day out with the board, actually. This is the very first time getting on the board. So there you have it. And I'm like, oh, this is what you could do with this. And when I first got on the board, I was like, wow, this is extremely unsteady. So what you see the pro skaters typically using is you see them using what you call popsicle board, which I've recently learned. Happy to share that with you. And I'm just trying to get a feel for what's up with this thing. And I was thinking that I would just be able to pump and never push. So pump or carve, I'm calling it, is when you kind of sway side to side like that. It's almost like a tic-tac, but your board doesn't come off the ground. And I was kind of expecting to not have to push at all, but that's really not the case. You have to push sometimes. But look at just very little short carvings there. And it's because the board is so unsteady, because of the flex in the front truck, how loose the front truck is, it causes your left foot your whole left leg to steady, you use a lot of stabilizer muscles. And so I put out a challenge to you. Skateboard for a while and let me know what's up with your stabilizer muscles. So I think a key takeaway for me with this skateboarding, no question, is a gift from God, is that my 80-year-old self is going to thank me big time for using all these stabilizer muscles. Skateboarding has caused me to use stabilizer muscles in my hips and my feet and my knees. And so it's a full-blown workout. And so, yeah, getting a little more comfortable carving. In my last session, I was carving on the popsicle board, but it's just really more flowy and it's very smooth. The wheels are super soft and super wide, so it's so smooth. One thing that I caught myself doing during this session is, I'm resting my arm on my knee to steady myself so it's not so hard, because it's you know what I'm saying? So I caught myself doing that. And I was like, okay, dude, you need to not do that. So I stopped doing it and started, trying to figure out, oh shit. And that right there was almost my first fall. I'll put it on slow-mo. Oh, if my wife saw that, she would not be happy.